Welcome back to U.S. Farm Report this weekend. Brian, in our last roundtable, Tommy talked about there possibly could still be a story when it comes to soybeans. Do you agree with that?
I think there could be a story with soybeans. I think there still could be a story with corn. And we don't need the weather market for there to still be a story in corn. You look at the USDA estimates of export demand, and it's substantially below this year's levels. The U.S. has quite a bit on the books to China. China right now has about 11 million tons booked, another 5 from elsewhere. So I don't think that the 20 million ton number is going to be correct when all is said and done. They don't have to buy right now, but at the end of the day, I still think there's a lot of room for the exports to move higher, especially if prices move down. Now on the soybean front, absolutely, we've got a lot of weather still in front of us for the soybean market. Crop is going to be made in August. So as we progress a little bit further into July and we're looking at the weather, these long-range extended models for late July, early August into mid-August, we still potentially could have a very strong weather market in soybeans. And again, when you've got a lot of these acres up in North Dakota, if we have any kind of problem with weather up there, and that's been the spot where we just have had extreme temperatures and continued dryness, we could lose a lot of yield up there in a hurry.
Yeah, you mentioned North Dakota. Again, Tommy, you have boots on the ground this week doing a tour. Are there a lot of disparities right now when it comes to that North Dakota soybean crop, considering USDA does tell us there's quite a few soybean acres up there this year?
Well, today, Tyne, we're going to travel around the corner and head down towards Bismarck. We've had all types of weather events up here. The one thing you need to know about North Dakota is that we started the year incredibly dry. And so when you see these timely rains hit, the following weekend you have 100 degrees and wind, that water goes away. We just have no subsoil moisture. So we'll see what's out there. Soybeans are a very resilient plant. There are some poor stands. There's poor stands of corn and beans, but what's out there and what's still alive has unbelievable potential, again, with some more timely rain. So if you want to believe that the wheat crop's in horrible shape, I would agree it's in horrible shape. Don't bet against corn and beans yet for North Dakota, South Dakota, and some other fringe acre states. That's where the extra acres came from, and we're going to need those. Brian's right. Yeah. With the USDA gave us a gift, and over the 4th of July holiday, Mother Nature said, hold my beer. I'm going to give you cool weather and some rain. But there's a lot of this game left. I imagine we're in the 4th or 5th inning here.
Real quick, Tommy, it seems like you were kind of surprised by North Dakota crop conditions. Is that the case, and what surprised you the most?
Well, yeah, last Monday, Tuesday, the Tuesday when the markets opened back up, spring wheat crop rating is supposed to be 19, they were 16. But I wouldn't be surprised to watch the drought monitor, and I feel like that's a lagging indicator. Watch the drought monitor next few weeks. You might start to see that improve a little bit, and you might start to see crop conditions actually improve in some of your fringe acres with some more timely rains. This cool weather up here has just been really beneficial to let this crop catch up.
Well, here we are in July, Brian. We did see some of those timely rains at key pollination time when it comes to, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, some key states that were in need of rain. What should a producer's game plan be, considering we now are in July, we are getting rains, yet there's so much of this growing season left to go?
I think you have to monitor the sales that you have on. You have to decide whether you're going to deliver those sales out of the field. We're watching some of the spreads. There could be some opportunity right now to move some of those sales to March to May. Those spreads are the widest levels that we've seen over the last several months, so that's something to be mindful of. But I don't think this is a market right now in the ending stocks and the stocks-to-use numbers that we're dealing with, and this is for both corn and soybeans. I don't think the end of the weather market is the end of the bull market. And so the market may go lower here at some point, but I think with China in here and with the change to how they feed their hog population, moving away from feeding swill, that requires a different way of feeding your animals, and it's going to be more high quality feed, wheat, corn. And so I think China's going to be around a little bit longer here than maybe some anticipate, and that is going to lead till another necessity for a crop next year. And so I don't think you have to feel like you have to have all of your corn and soybeans marketed during this weather market. There's going to be a lot of opportunity over the next 6 to 8 months to come.
Brian, thank you so much. Tommy, thanks for taking a break from your boots on the ground tour this week to give us an update. Well, stay with us because we have much more on U.S. Farm Report yet to come.